here we go. 8 o'clock Thursday, August 28th. So this Thursday, Nebraska and Cincinnati. Cincinnati was good a few years ago. All right, but how have they looked the past 2 years? It was 2 years ago when they got in, or so? I'm going Cincinnati. I know Nebraska had some pretty good seasons these past few years, but I've got to go Cincinnati right there.
I have to agree with you. I don't know much about Nebraska. Cincinnati had Travis Kelce. That's where he went to college at. His brother helped him out of trouble several times.
Yeah.
Give me Cincinnati.
I like them. Whatever the Bears.
I think the Cats. I think maybe.
Something.
We don't even know.
All right, we got also Thursday night. You got Wisconsin and Miami, Ohio. The reason I want to talk about this game is because Wisconsin does play. I know for a fact Alabama, and they may play some other SEC schools. If you can't beat Miami, Ohio, you just don't show up to the SEC. If you can't beat Miami, Ohio, so I've got to go Wisconsin Badgers. They are the Badgers.
The Badgers.
We know that one. But I've got to go Wisconsin because, like I said, if you can't beat Miami, Ohio, you don't need to come to the T-Town, the Tuscaloosa, whatever. You know what I mean? I mean, you better start off hot and you better stay hot. Which they played pretty good against y'all last year, right?
They did.
So who knows? All right, who you got?
Give me the Badgers.
I mean, it's got to be. But we got another team Friday night, 6 o'clock. That's they're good. Sometimes they're not. I think they're more of a basketball school in my opinion. But Michigan State versus Western Michigan.
This is Sparta. Give me the Spartans.
Heck yeah! All right, got to go the Spartans also. All right. Also Friday night, Illinois. Western Illinois.
Ranked 12th, Illinois.
First AP ranked team of the year.
Number 12.
For Pick'em, because we didn't really pick them last week with Iowa State and Kansas State. Now, we did talk about that game. That game ended in a 24-21 Iowa State win.
Yeah. Went for it on 4th and 3 and got it to secure it.
It was Iowa State, right?
Yes.
Seminoles? Cyclones. Yeah, all right.
Seminoles were Florida State.
Yeah, you're right. All right, so, that's how that game ended. Was that Thursday? No, that's last Saturday.
Last Saturday.
But I got to go Illinois here. I do still agree. I think just like Michigan State, they are a basketball school. But if you're going to be ranked number 12, you can't lose to Western.
You can't. If you're going to be ranked top 20, top 25, you've got to show up week 1.
Now the game that everybody's been waiting on, we're going to save that one for last.
All right, I agree with it.
All right, next ranked game that most people are going to care about. You got Indiana versus Old Dominion, 1:30 on Saturday. We're now into Saturday. We are now into football. So game day will be on at. What, 9? Was it 8:30 or 9?
I think it's 9.
9. I don't know. I don't care. I'll be up at 7.
I'm tuning in at 6:30.
I don't care. But I've got to take Indiana. I don't know much about Old Dominion, which, let's be honest, who really does? I like the band, Old Dominion. Ain't that the band's name?
Yep.
Same Snapback?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
It's a bad day to be an Old Dominion.
Yeah, it is. I got to go with Indiana Pacers. Is it Hoosiers?
Hoosiers.
I was thinking Pacers like the NBA basketball team.
I think you might be right.
Who knows, man? Next up, Nevada Penn State, the whiteout game, which let me clarify, this isn't the whiteout game, but that's what Penn State's known for. That is a dream of mine. I would love to go see a whiteout game at Penn State.
Number 2 in the nation, Penn State.
Number 2 in the nation. 2.
Nothing after it, just 2.
Just 2. There's no 1 through 9 after it. Well, 1 through 5 after that. No 0, nothing. They are number 2 right under Texas. I got to go with Penn State, man. I mean, they year after year after year, I don't care if you don't like Penn State. I don't care what you think. They are usually in the top 25. They usually have a winning season. And they've done a great job of a standard over there for Penn State football.
Give me the Pumas.
Give them to me, son. Next up, Oregon State versus Montana State, and if you
Oregon,
couldn't
just
tell,
Oregon,
if you
just Oregon.
oh,
Not
Oregon, my bad,
just
Oregon. Oregon State. I mean,
Just
golly,
Oregon. It's just Oregon.
Oregon versus Montana State.
There you go.
There we go. Number 7, Oregon.
Number 7.
If you couldn't tell by the change in my voice when we first said that, even though I said Oregon State, how are you going to be ranked number 1 in the 2024 college football playoff bracket? First time they've ever done a 12-team bracket. You get a bye, you're ranked number 1, and you lose your first game as the number 1 seed. Does Oregon, here's my question, Bryson. Does Oregon be a little boy and lay down? Or do they become a man and they fight back? And they show you what Oregon football is.
They're going to show you what Oregon football's about.
Let's go, Ducks. Give me the O's. Let's go, Ducks.
Give me the O's.
I love it. All right. Last ranked game in the Big Ten here. We've got New Mexico State versus the Michigan Wolverines.
The Big Blue.
Yeah. Me and you've talked about this off camera, or mic, whatever you want to call it. But Michigan, ever since J.J. McCarthy, they lost their coach too. They just haven't had the same spark. You've got a new coach in here that's trying to get good relations with these players and get them on his program, but it just hadn't really clicked for him yet.
Who is Michigan football?
That's the question.
That's what the answer they need to answer for.
This year, they don't need to focus on going and beating Ohio State in the game at the end of the season. I think you need to find out who you are. Is Michigan going to be a football school, or are they going to just kind of be a school that's historical because they got the biggest stadium and everything else? Who is Michigan football? Now I've got to take the Wolverines on this one, but they find some higher ranked, better team players later on in their schedule. I don't know how many times I'm going to be able to pick Michigan.
I know,
but this week, New Mexico State, Michigan, I got the Wolverines.
Yeah, give me the Wolverines. Nothing to debate about.
All right, we're gonna move on here to. I'm gonna let you pick, Bryson. You want to go ACC? You want to go Big 12 or Pac-12?
Let's go talk about Clemson. Let's go to the ACC.
I hear you. ACC's a big one. There's a lot of good teams that come out of the ACC. For you to jump right into the ACC here, I hope the Pac-12 is going to be decent this year because we're going to be bored for the next 20 minutes after this one. But you had Stanford and Hawaii played Saturday also. Hawaii came away with that one 23-20. Heard it was a good game. I didn't get to watch that one or the Iowa State and Kansas game. I was at a golf tournament. Shout out to James Mallett. Won $100 on closest to the pin. Come on. But, I like Hawaii. I really do. I like Hawaii because it seems to me year after year they're good, but they're not like they're good in their conference. Like, I don't hate Hawaii. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So who knows? But Thursday, August 28th, we got East Carolina versus North Carolina State, and let's be honest here. How many people is going to be watching that game? I don't know, but that is going to be a good game. So that's why I want to talk about this one. Who do you have, Bryson? Oh, God.
You like the long pause.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Give me NC State.
Wow. You know what? We just had our first argument of the year. I'm going with the East Carolina University. All right? ECU, baby. What are they, the Pirates? Go Pirates. Hey, heck of a baseball school.
The Jungle.
Heck of a baseball school. They showed out this year in baseball. They didn't make it as far as I honestly thought they would. But give me East Carolina. You don't think so? He's shaking his head. He don't like that one.
I don't like it. NC State.
Well, hey, we'll see. And look, this year we're going to do I don't know what we're going to do. We ain't decided yet. But whoever can pick the most games that week, we're going to do a little prize or
We're going to do
something.
something interesting.
We'll do something. I don't know. But next up, we got Duke and Elon?
Alon.
Alon?
I don't know.
And we from Alabama. You better just have
Give me Duke.
it don't matter.
Blowout
at this
game.
point. Elon, Alon. How about the Duke Blue Devils, son?
The
Give me
spread is
Duke.
36.5 for the Blue Devils. Give me the Blue Devils.
Give me the Blue Devils, son. All right. We're going to skip down, skip a few games. Georgia Tech, Colorado. All right. And just hear me out. And I don't know where this one's going either, but I know who I'm picking. Shadur's gone. Shiloh's gone.
Travis gone.
Travis is gone.
What does Dion do?
Dion's got, 9 toes and half a calf from cancer or
And one
whatever.
knee.
One knee. I don't know, but Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech. I don't remember if anybody recalls last year
Oh, I recall.
with Georgia Tech
In London.
in London. But they had a heck of a season last year, beating some teams that
They had no business.
they had no business beating. Let me see if you can pull it up there. I think it was Miami. Was it Miami when Miami was ranked? I don't remember, but I do remember that their running back, and I can't tell you his name, but their running back was an absolute dog. I mean, an absolute dog.
Press that button.
Press that button. I mean, he was something. But we're pulling it up right here. They lose to Vanderbilt to start the season.
Losing a 2-point game at Georgia.
2 points against their rivals, Georgia, while Georgia was ranked number 6. Okay.
Go on and beat NC State. They beat
Yep,
number
that's what it
18
was.
Miami,
Number
Florida.
18 Miami, Florida, 28-24. Now,
And then go to get blown out by Virginia Tech.
yep. So they had what I would like to call some good and some pretty bad. How do you lose to Virginia Tech? You lose to Louisville, but you compete with the number 16 Georgia and only lose by 2 points. It's like they lost a lot of games, but they beat other
Really good teams.
It don't make sense. I mean, so when they're facing up against Colorado, who just lost 3-star players. Give me the Georgia Tech
Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets.
Give me the Yellow Jackets. I like it.
I love it. But so you agree? Got to go Georgia Tech.
I like it. Yeah.
I like it. All
I
right.
love it. Give me some more of it.
Next up in the ACC, we have, where were we just at? Man, I done lost my spot here. All right. I'm skipping that game because I don't even want to talk about that game right now. And if you know what I'm talking about, all I got to say is go Tigers. But we got Syracuse and Tennessee. Tennessee just lost a star player to UCLA. How do you're coming in ranked 24, you almost missed the cut. Now, I don't believe Syracuse has the skill to beat you in a neutral stadium. They're playing the Aflac kickoff. But let me just go ahead and read y'all Syracuse, who all Syracuse plays this year. They have Notre Dame, Miami, North Carolina, Georgia Tech, SMU, who's ranked 16, Duke, Clemson, and Tennessee. Those are just some of the good teams that they played. They don't have an easy schedule for them, right? So if you come out and you beat Tennessee, I think you're looking good. But I think that you can beat Tennessee? Tennessee being an SEC school? Absolutely not. I've got to go with the Tennessee Volunteers.
Give me the balls. I like it.
Alrighty. Well, Bryson, I've been talking a lot. Let me hear you. Let me find me a game you want to talk about.
Give me find you a game.
Find me a
Give
game.
me find you a good game and a mediocre game.
Man, it's whatever you're feeling. Whatever you're feeling.
We've been talking about the Yellow Jackets and how they beat Florida. And Florida State goes on to be 12-0 last year. Then they sucked last year. Won probably 2 games, I think. Went 2-10 or
2
something.
and 10.
They're starting off the week playing Alabama Number 8.
Oh man, if somebody paid me $1 million right then and said, "Hey, Bryson's gonna pick Alabama," I'd be $1 million richer.
You would be.
I would.
And I put $1 million on my Crimson Tide whooping tail against the Florida State Seminoles.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, hear me out. Last year, before the season even started, if that game happens, and Alabama's got, which let me get this straight, Alabama got a new coach last year, right? I've got to go. And to be honest, I'm going Florida State last year.
I like it. Last year, yes.
Last year. They come off a 12-0 season. They're coming off for redemption.
You got Alabama week 1, something to prove.
Yeah. But now, after going 2-10,
what does Florida State have?
They're hurt. Because their national championship team was taken away from them, and then they just laid down, right?
I'm standing up to talk about this one.
So, I hate to say this, but you got to go with the Alabama Crimson Tide.
You the Elephants, baby.
Yeah, you got to. I don't think that you can go any other way there.
I love Ty Simpson. I talked about it last week. I'm not going to go into depth with it. Love Ty Simpson. Love what he's been doing. I really like Kalen.
Really?
I do like. I'm a big fan of Kalen.
There's a lot of people that aren't really.
It's his first year.
I know. Hey, it's his first year. I ain't gonna say too much, but I got to go with Alabama. Well, who you got? Is that even a question?
Give me the Crimson Tide.
All right. Next up, Texas A&M. Would that be Eastern Texas A&M? I'm guessing against SMU, who had a pretty good season last year. They got into the college football playoffs.
They got in the playoffs.
12 seed. They
got the last spot.
Barely made the cut. They're ranked 16 right now. They're a team that has something to prove. Come in 12 seed. Nobody's really paid attention to SMU over the years, and you start off the year with Eastern Texas A&M. Give me the
Mustangs.
Is it the Mustangs? The SMU Mustangs. All right.
Give me the
there ain't much to say about that. All right. Sunday, little Sunday action. There are 2 big games. Well, one of them's not so big. The other one's decent. Another Al-Flat kickoff. Don't know how that works, but hey, I don't get paid. Virginia Tech and South Carolina. All right, listen. I am not a big fan of South Carolina as a baseball school. I'm an LSU fan. South Carolina is one of the better schools in the SEC. That's always somebody that we're fighting for to get in for baseball. But what that coach has done down there to South Carolina, and that quarterback with his little goggles, I like it. Now he had some good games and some bad games last year. He was young, it was a lot of stupid turnovers, a bunch of fumbles and other things. But give me the South Carolina Gamecocks beating Virginia Tech, and I'm gonna say this: by a 3-possession game. I've got to go with 3-possession game. They're ranked number 13. Virginia Tech hasn't really shown me nothing in a few years, and I'm loving. I like what they're doing over there in South Carolina to the Gamecocks. So give me the Gamecocks.
I like everything you said. I want a piece of that pie too. Give me 2-possession game.
Oh, 2-possession.
I think it's a little bit closer.
Okay, all right. Then the final game for the first week of college football in the ACC is no other than number 6 Notre Dame